welcome. This is Andri from Always Andri Wedding Design, and welcome to what I hope will be a weekly series of wedding planning tips, my A to Z of wedding planning tips. So let's begin. A for action plan. Well, I am a wedding planner, so that would be where I want to start. I really want you to have a think about how you're going to plan this wedding. So think of the sort of the steps you're going to take from the very beginning when you first start to right up to the very big day. It can become an overwhelming task sometimes. There is a lot to do, but I feel that if you sort of take each section step by step, you'll be on the right track. So I like to look at your sort of planning timeline as sort of almost like 3 phases. So with the first phase being all your sort of big ticket items, thinking about your venue, and then those really important supplies to you. So it's really important to kind of book those really straight off from the beginning. People like your photographer, videographer, you're going to have one. Think about your sort of ceremony, talking about the legalities of it, giving notice, that sort of thing. And some of those really key important suppliers. Don't leave it too long for some. And I know often you'll get sort of the advice talk about, they give you kind of like timeline of when you're going to book different people, but really remember what your priorities are and what's important to you. So for me, and I tend to, for most of my couples, photography is a really big one, so we do tend to book that first. Then once you've gone on to the sort of second stage, you know you've got those big suppliers secured, and you can sort of really start thinking about the kind of fun side of it. Now you've got the venue and you've got some of those main suppliers, and you kind of obviously know what kind of wedding you want. You can really kind of get into the sort of the fun side, the design of the day, how it's all going to look, pulling together so that there's a little extra details. And then finally, when you get into sort of the last sort of stage of the wedding, as you're getting much closer, then you need to start thinking about really confirming all your wedding suppliers, getting back in touch with them, making sure they all know where they need to go, what they need to do. And that you're sort of kind of pulling together those little details, maybe some surprises and gifts for your friends and family that have been helping you along the way, and also thinking about how the whole day is going to be structured. So just that's kind of a good sort of way of looking at your sort of planning and your action plan for your wedding. So just keep it in mind, work out what you're going to do when, give yourself the right amount of time, and we'll think about what you've got. And then obviously if you think you are going to be time limited, don't hesitate to book a wedding planner, because that's what we're here for. We do this all the time, and we know we can help you work your way through it. And so whatever stage you're at, whether that's that very initial stage, looking for venues or supplies, or even when you're quite close towards the end, and you think, oh my God, what am I doing? There's always a planner out there for you that can cover it. So there you go, that's my little quick tip today. Think about having your action plan for your wedding planning, and then I'm sure it'll be a lovely smooth trip. But my little final tip on that is make sure you give time for yourselves to just sort of chill and relax. Do factor that into your action plan for your wedding day and your wedding planning. Well, we'll be back next week with B.